Okay, welcome back. Here is another review of a multi-tool. This is a miniature tool, or a ultra small multi-tool, if you will. It is a Gerber vise. This thing only cost me about $14. There's a little paracord lanyard I made for it, just to get it out of my pocket a little bit easier, and attach it to my keys. Start with the features. Serrated blade. Kind of small, pretty sharp though. I was impressed with it. There is the other blade, again pretty small, but it is a miniature multi-tool. It is only 4 inches long, 1 inch wide, and 2 ounces. So I mean, this thing is light enough to put on your keys like I do and carry around with you, no problems. On the other side, we have a Phillips bit driver. It's it's barely a 3-dimensional bit driver, as you can see. It just has those little tabs on there just for a little bit extra bite in a Phillips bit, or a Phillips head screw or fastener, if you will. There is the bottle opener and medium, I guess that's kind of a large flathead, which might be a little thick to actually use on large size but thin profile flathead fasteners. Now, I'm not quite sure why they made the bottle opener so wide, because it connects on the top there. These two come out together. I would have put another piece of kit and another accessory on this side instead of making the bottle opener that big, because I mean, really, I've never used a bottle opener ever. I know I've never used one on a multi-tool or a Swiss Army knife or a purpose-built one, so I really am not a big fan of the bottle opener. There is a very, very, very small flathead driver, which could be double as an awl or a makeshift drill if you really need it to be. The pliers, I'll come back to the pliers. The handles are plastic affixed to a piece of metal. You can see that metal band here and here, and they're affixed with torque screws. Now, they are actually pretty strong for how small it is, and I have used the blade quite a bit. I mean, there's a little bit of lateral play in the blade just because it's on the very edge, and all that's holding it in is a washer and that torque screw. But the torque screw is pretty long, so it holds the blade in sufficiently. And these outer plastic handles, well, metal and plastic handles, are surprisingly stiff. I've taken it off to wipe it down from all the oil that comes with them, and it's springy and stiff. So if it does bend slightly, it is not going to stay bent on you, or at least it didn't for me. You may pull it off and wrench on it and completely bend it. So, I mean, you have to be reasonable. You need reasonable expectations when you're dealing with anything, really. The most well-made, bulletproof, solid item ever can be abused, misused, to the point of failure. It doesn't matter what it is, someone, somewhere, somehow can break it. Now, the pliers, pretty damn good. The tips meet very nicely. Once again, you can use it for a pair of tweezers. The wire cutter is very small. I mean, that's about 1/4 of an inch of cutting, and they don't meet together very well. So I have found it difficult to cut stuff with this. So, I mean, for how small it is, I had hoped it'd be a little bit better, but once again, Like I said, for under $15, hey, whatever. It's got needle nose pliers and a regular pair of pliers and a small flat area, which can be used for all sorts of different things. Let's see here. I don't know what steel this stuff is made out of. I couldn't get an answer for that anywhere on here or on the internet, but I think it's pretty good for what it is. The blade holds an edge. I've used it for all sorts of things. These pliers are surprisingly strong for how small they are. Excellent multi-tool, excellent lightweight or ultra lightweight multi-tool. Big options, big capabilities in a small package. Definitely worth the buy. And if you don't need something that's super heavy and tough, like the Leatherman that's sitting right there, this is definitely a good option. They also make another small Gerber. It's basically the same as this, but it has a pair of scissors on the end. So if you need something like that, that's something to consider. Lots of different places have this. I got these from cheaper-than-dirt.com for $12.95 or something like that. So good value. Alright, well, if this has given you information on what to buy, or what if you don't want to buy this, that was my goal. So thanks for tuning in. I'll be making some more reviews here pretty soon. I should be getting a box of knives in tomorrow, so I'll review those as I get them. I'm going to be reviewing the Super Edge from Cold Steel, so I'm anxious to see what that's like. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one.